was making dinner when my phone started ringing. FaceTime. The caller ID said, Emily. My stomach dropped. Emily was my sister. She passed away 3 years earlier. I just stared at the screen. It had to be a glitch. The call stopped. Then it started again. Against my better judgment, I answered. For a few seconds, the screen was completely black. Then the camera turned on. It wasn't my sister. It was a little girl. She looked about 10 years old. She frowned at the screen. You're not my brother. I could barely speak. Whose phone is that? She held it up. It was in a box my dad bought. I asked her to show me the back of the phone. There it was. The tiny crack in the corner. The faded sunflower sticker my sister had put on years ago. It really was her phone. The little girl noticed my face. Did you know the person who owned it? I nodded. She was my sister. The girl looked down. My mom said phones remember people. I smiled sadly. I wish that were true. A few days later, the girl's parents drove to my house. They handed me a small envelope. We found this inside the phone case. I opened it. It was a folded note, written in my sister's handwriting. If this phone ever finds its way back to my family, please don't be sad when you see it. It means someone else needed it after I was gone. Things don't always have to last forever. Sometimes they just need to make one more person smile. I looked at the little girl. She grinned. I've been taking loads of pictures with it. I smiled through tears. I'm glad. For the first time, seeing my sister's phone didn't remind me of what I'd lost. It reminded me that a small part of her story was still making someone else's a little brighter.